Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Being Well, a show that strives to create consciousness and awareness in the world and aims to make a positive and meaningful contribution to humanity. I am Anjali and I'll be your host. Good health is not something which we can buy, but it is definitely an extremely valuable savings account. And today at Being Well, we have a wide range of healthy stuffs for you. Firstly, we have Julie Schiffman, who's going to teach us how to get a relief from cold and flu through tapping. Then we have Alia from Cooking with Alia, who's going to show us how to make some homemade tacos with her friend Ruben. After that, Cindy is going to take us through a journey of yoga. And lastly, we have a small video by Welcome Trust on chronic pain. So stop all your other activities and join us in the world of medics and health. Winter is on its way and it's a beautiful season. But on the other side, it is a season for cold and flu. People rush to drugstores and store their house with medicines. And to avoid this in one way, we have Julie Schiffman, EFT practitioner from Mercola.com, who's going to show us how to get a relief from cold and flu through tapping. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Julie Schiffman, and it is fall here in Chicago. Although this is just about the most beautiful time of year here, with all the leaves changing colors, it is also known as the dreaded cold and flu season. Just about every pharmacy I pass has signs up all ready for people to come in and get their flu shots. The health club I belong to even had a table up in the lobby last week, so everyone can be prepared for this nasty season. I have heard so many people talking about it all over the place. In fact, I recently ran into a friend at the store with a cart full of cough medicine, decongestants, ibuprofen, and throat lozenges, telling me she was getting ready for this flu season. She admitted that nobody was sick yet, but she wanted to be prepared as she heard this was going to be one of the worst flu seasons to date. Now, I'm not here to tell you whether or not to get the flu vaccine. That choice is totally yours. But you can do something about the fear and the panic about getting sick in the first place. Many people just automatically assume that it's the season, so it's bound to happen. Do you know that anxiety and worry actually create an abundance of stress in your body? And when you're feeling stressed out, this really lowers your immune system significantly. So when your body is stressed, you are more likely to succumb to a cold or a virus. Your body is just stressed out. Wouldn't it be great to just live in the moment and not in the fear of getting sick everywhere you turn? Of course, taking precautions like washing your hands and covering your nose and your mouth when you sneeze will benefit you. But today we're going to do a couple of different tapping rounds based on this fear. Let's first tap for the fear of getting sick just because it's the season. As always, please remember to take responsibility for your own emotional and physical well-being. And let's start tapping. I'm going to tap on the side of the hand on the karate chop point. Even though this is the flu season, and I'm afraid I'm going to get sick, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though this is the flu season after all, and I'm just sure I'm going to get sick, I accept myself anyway. Even though I always get sick this time of year, it's just a given. I honor and respect myself anyway. And we're going to tap through the points. I just know I'm going to get sick. Everyone around me is getting sick. I keep hearing on the news that this is the worst cold and flu season ever. When someone coughs or sneezes around me, I cringe. I keep anticipating that I'll get sick too. After all, this is flu season. I just think it's a given. I really worry about getting sick. I worry about my kids or my elderly parents getting sick too. It just feels imminent and like I have no control over it. Sometimes I start to panic about it. I have way too much going on to get sick. I always get sick this time of year. And this cold weather doesn't help. Everyone is getting sick now. It's just the season. I wonder if I can let this go. Maybe I can take control of my health. Maybe I don't have to succumb to getting sick just because it's going around. There are things I can do to keep myself healthy. First and foremost is feeling as though I have some control. I always have control over the choices I make. I'm choosing to release the fear. I'm releasing the fear and the panic, as well as the belief that I will get sick. Who says that I will get sick? Perhaps it's my belief system because of what I've read or seen on TV. Perhaps it's part of my belief system because I have family members who are always sick. Perhaps it's my belief system because I always get sick this time of year. Maybe it's time to change my belief system. That's right. Just let it go. Maybe I can believe that I deserve to be healthy, and I'm taking control of my health. I am making good, healthy choices with the foods that I eat. I'm getting some good, solid sleep at night. I'm taking care of my emotional health so I'm not too stressed out. I have the ability to fight illness. Sometimes that's hard for me to believe, but it's true. I'm letting go of all of the fear. All of my cells in my body are listening to me. My body is listening to me and feeling calm and relaxed. I am healthy, strong, and vibrant, filled with energy. It feels good to feel healthy. Peace. Take a big deep breath in and let it out and see how that feels for you. How does it feel to say those things? Were there some statements that really resonated for you, or perhaps something that really triggered you? If so, keep tapping on that particular issue until you notice that it starts to come down. We're going to do one more round of tapping here on symptoms of a cold or the flu. In truth, sometimes the body does express itself with symptoms of illness, and sometimes it can even be a gift, as it's ridding itself of the germs or harmful bacteria. It's getting ready to shed itself of toxins to renew the cells and to become healthy again. This isn't to say everyone gets sick, because mostly if you take precautions, you can take control of your health. But here is how to tap if you are not feeling so great. This tapping round is very general, so please feel free to change the words as it applies to you. And we're going to tap again on the side of the hand on the karate chop point. Even though I feel like I'm really coming down with something, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm just not feeling so great. I feel like I'm getting sick. I am open to letting go and to healing. Even though I just feel so crappy right now, and I hate how this feels. I love and accept myself, and to have faith in my body to heal this quickly. I feel so crappy. My whole body feels achy. My throat feels scratchy. and I've been sneezing all day. My eyes are starting to hurt. And even my muscles are aching. I think I really might be getting sick. I really don't feel great. My whole body hurts. I'm just feeling crappy. This feeling in my throat, this feeling in my head, this feeling in my chest. I am really tired and run down. I'm just feeling weak today. I don't feel good. I'm just going to acknowledge it. My body is speaking to me big time. And perhaps I just need to listen. Perhaps I just need to slow down and take care of myself. My body's talking to me. It's really working to make me better. By getting rid of this bacteria or virus in my body. I am so grateful for my body's ability to fight off a virus. I'm choosing to let it go. I'm just going to honor my body, and I'm going to thank it for doing its job. Even if it does feel like I'm about to fall over. I'm building up my cells. Thank you, body. I love you, body. Thank you for doing what you need to do in order for me to get better. I'm letting go of the pain and letting my body do what it does best. I'm taking care of me and hoping to be better in no time. My head feels lighter. My chest is feeling more clear. And I'm making a commitment to me to take care of myself. Peace. Take a big deep breath in and out and see how that feels for you. If you do have symptoms, give it time, but keep tapping on them. Your body does need to do its job, and sometimes that means just slowing down and allowing that to happen. Don't judge it too much. The other thing I would recommend is to think about what was going on in your life when you started getting sick. Were you running yourself ragged? Were you taking time to rest? Were you really stressed out about something? Perhaps the impending holidays, finances, or work. It would definitely help to tap on the things which are stressing you out. Be as specific as possible and really address it. This is where the real healing happens. Your body is amazing. Give it time and some nurturing and some tapping. Here's to your health. Keep on tapping.
Tapping is one of the most easiest ways to get rid of many diseases and pains. Learn some tapping and do it at your free time. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. Just imagine how much easier life would be if we were born with a healthy guide, which could tell us what to eat and how to live a healthy life. But unfortunately, we didn't have one. On the brightest side, we have Alia with us today, who's going to teach us how to make some homemade tacos the healthy style. Take a look.
Hi, this is Alia and welcome back to Cooking with Alia International Edition. And we're still with Ruben.
Hello everyone.
Ruben, what did you teach us how to make in the previous video?
I taught you how to make tortillas.
Yes, homemade tortillas that are delicious.
Yes.
And so what are we going to make with them now?
We're going to make tacos, so we can fill them with different dishes. So we're going to do
Like meat or fish.
Beef.
I'm salivating.
Or also just with avocado.
Okay,
fine.
so there's 4 things we're going to show you how to make in this video. You're going to show them how to make.
Chicken.
I'm going to show you how to make shrimp.
And I'm going to show you how to make salsa, real salsa.
Real Mexican salsa. And I'm going to show you how to make avocado guacamole, but not in this video. Click in this link to see how to make guacamole. And that's it. And actually, you can use anything you want, right?
Yeah.
Anything you want. And we're going to show you how to make real Mexican
Tacos.
not burritos. Okay, let's start.
So now you boil water, you add the tomatoes. You will let them boil until the skin starts to peel off. And then you add the chilies and then you let them boil.
So it's like around 5-10 minutes?
10-15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So now you have the tomatoes and you can see that the skin is already off. So they are ready. So now you put the tomatoes, you remove the tip of the tomato to put the tomatoes and the chilies to blend. You add a little bit of salt, and when you're ready. And now it's ready. Listo. So you have to start boiling the water, you add some salt, and a little bit, you add a little bit of oil, and then you just add the chicken. So we boil the chicken for around 20 minutes, then you just make sure that it's soft, and then it's ready to go. So now you let the chicken cool down, and then you start shredding it.
You can also make shrimp. Just put a little bit of olive oil. Add the shrimp. Salt and pepper. And a little squeeze of fresh lemon. Yum. Cook it for a few minutes until the shrimp becomes pink and is not translucent anymore. And that's it. The shrimp is ready. Yum.
Okay, now let's fill it.
Yes.
Let's put some avocado.
So you told me I have to fill it from this side,
From the other side, from that.
So we fill them from the burnt side.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
We put it.
Some freshly made avocado. I put a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
I put the whole thing or just half?
Just half.
Wow,
and
that's
then-
a lot.
And you
I
put
like it.
some chicken.
So you put in chicken. I'm going to put shrimp.
Yeah. I'm going to put some lettuce,
Ooh,
some tomato,
lettuce,
tomato.
tomato.
And I will add some salsa.
Oh yeah, let's taste this like homemade salsa.
It's a little bit spicy, but it's good.
Salsa, spice is good. And
Okay.
then, oh, I put cilantro.
You can put cilantro. I'm going to keep it like
Did I
that.
put lime too?
Yes, you can put lime. And you can put some like sour cream if you want.
Okay, lime. I want to put everything. Here,
Okay.
some cream.
And we're good.
And how do you just put it like this?
With this.
Check this out. Oh my god.
Very good.
This is so good.
Very good.
This is like going to Mexico all over again, right?
Very good.
Oh my god.
You want? Wow. Oh wow.
Man, the salsa is so good.
Yeah.
The sauce is so good, and then the shrimp and the avocado, the kick of the spiciness. Oh, he's adding more salsa. This is so good, Ruben. Thank you so much. You guys definitely need to try this. This is seriously easy and so good. And especially summer, it'd be nice to have a party like this. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you try it. Send me messages on Facebook. See you next time. Bon appetit. Yum.
That looks delicious. I'm sure you all have a watery mouth. Try out this great recipe for your family. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. Yoga is a perfect science which deals with the evolution of humanity. And this evolution includes self-realization. To make us realize the importance of yoga, we have Cindy with us who's going to show us a 20 minutes workout for flexibility. Take a look.
Hi yogis, welcome to Yoga with Cindy. Today we will be exploring Hanumanasana or monkey pose, otherwise known as the splits. So today I have Donnie and Donna with me today. I get them confused all the time. Donna, Donnie. All right. So we're going to begin by just going into a forward fold, and this is just to open up the adductors, the hamstrings, and the quads. So what I like to do is take one of my mini blankets here, and you will need 4 blankets for this practice today, or pillows, or whatever you happen to have around, a stack of clothes, dog, cat, you know, whatever. So I'm going to take this blanket and put it beneath my sitting bones. And this is so there's correct alignment within the lumbar spine as we begin to forward fold, and it allows us to sit with more steadiness and ease. So I'm just going to extend my legs out in front of me, and then we'll flex the feet and point the toes just to kind of warm up the legs and the feet. I'm going to inhale the arms up, pull up out of the side body as I fold forward, drawing the belly button towards the thighs, reaching out in front of me, placing the palms of my hands onto the toes, the ankles, or the shins. So here I'm going to breathe deeply into the low belly, and then exhale to allow myself to fold forward. If you're feeling any tension in the back of the knees, go ahead and bend your knees by drawing the heels closer to the buttocks and just lowering down over those bent knees, maybe pointing and flexing the toes. Here, let's inhale with a flat back, pulling the shoulders down the back, and then exhale to fold forward. Beautiful. We'll do this a few more times, just finding an openness, breathing into opening. Exhaling to fall deeper into the asana or the posture. One more time, inhale up. Exhale to lower. Hang out here for a few breaths, once again inviting opening, letting go of any expectation. As we explore the splits or Hanumanasana today, you will find that you will have to cultivate a sense of compassion for yourself. You will have to allow yourself to be where you are at and know that it is okay. So we're going to roll up the spine one vertebrae at a time, coming to sit in an L shape. Once again, checking in with your posture, moving around as needed, becoming comfortable in the stance. So take the left sole of the foot and place it on the inside of the right leg or the adductors. Inhale the hands up, and then once again fold forward over the extended leg. You can grab the toes, the ankle, or the shins, or even take the hands around the foot and grab wrist as you pull yourself forward to open, lowering the head towards the knee and the belly button towards the thigh as you pull forward, really feeling that openness happen in the back and sides and top of the leg. Breathe in here, once again exploring that sense of compassion for yourself, backing up if you need to, not striving to find a particular pose or what you think something should look like. Just allowing the openness to occur. And we'll walk the hands back, rolling the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Shake that leg out, and then we'll extend the left leg out, pulling the right bottom of the foot into the inner left thigh. Once again, inhaling the palms up, reaching forward, feeling a nice stretch, and lowering the palms wherever they may fall. And then lowering the crown of the head towards the leg. We do want to focus on drawing the hips back at all times. We want to draw the left hip back, creating a nice elongation of the left leg. Breathing here, once again, coming back to that intention of compassion for yourself today. And then walk the palms back up, rolling up the spine. We can shake both legs out. And this time we're going to draw both soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So oftentimes we want to pull our body forward, our head getting our head to our toes and rounding down, but we really want to pull the belly button towards the heels. So if you're feeling any tightness in the legs, in the quadriceps or the adductors, we're gonna place blankets on the outsides of the knees. And then just kind of settle into your seat here, shaking it out. Once again, we're going to inhale the palms up, draw them through heart center. And then as we draw the belly button towards the heels, we'll begin to extend the chest open, really finding an openness on the inner thighs. And then wherever you feel this openness, you may have to wiggle into it, drawing your pelvis closer to your heels, maybe pushing down on the knees. And then release the palms in front of you and just allow this opening to happen. Then here, let's walk the palms back. We're actually going to place our palms onto the knees, making a little box with the elbows, and begin to lean forward, maybe making a dance of it, pushing one knee out and then the other rolling side to side, really opening up that inner thigh. Good job, ladies. And then maybe taking your palms, fingertips touching with the bottom of the palms face down, leaning forward and placing the outside of the palms around the feet and pushing as you pull yourself in. The elbows are pointing out in front of you and you're lifting the big toes towards your heart space. And now maybe you can begin to drop the crown of the head towards the toes. And we're creating space between the shoulder blades here as we do this. And this may create some pretty wild sensations in the hips, but that's okay. It means that we're creating openness. If it's too much, please come out of it. Always listen to your body. And then we'll just roll back up out of this. Maybe shaking it out, really noticing the changes that we've just made in the body. And let's go ahead and stack our blankets back up. Push them off the mat for now. I'm just gonna roll on to hands and knees, coming to all fours. I'm just gonna take a couple of cat-cow motions in order to lubricate and open up the spine. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and look towards the belly button one more time. Inhale, drop the belly. And tuck the tailbone under and drop the head. Good. And here we'll come to a neutral spine. We'll extend the right leg out behind us, making sure to keep our hips square and level, and then draw that knee in towards the chest, and as quietly and softly as we can, walk that foot through into a low lunge. And here we're actually going to push back through the left toes, lifting that heel up off the ground, pushing back out through that heel, and then we'll walk the right foot out to the very edge of the mat. Maybe you have to adjust here and that's okay. We just want to find an opening in the psoas region on both inner and outer thighs. So we're going to walk the palms underneath the shoulders, and you may need to drop that back knee back down here, and that is okay. We can stay here, begin to just open up the inner thighs, wiggling within this asana. This is called lizard pose. This is a really great opener for the adductors, for the inner thighs, really opening up. And here we can even place our blankets in a stack beneath our pelvis, just to kind of sink into our edge. We really want to play our edge here without going too far. And melt into this, hold here. And if you are already really flexible and you want to get more opening here, you can take your blankets and place them in front of you and bring your arms so your fingertips are facing the front of the mat, and just lean in. Try to keep a straight back here, extending the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Good. A few more breaths here. And we'll place the palms back on the floor and push ourselves back up, kicking the right leg back onto hands and knees, and we'll extend the left leg back. Draw it into the chest, and then silently and with as much control as you can, place it in front of you, coming to a low lunge. Once again, walking the left foot out to the very edge of the mat and finding your edge, using your props as needed. Stacking your blankets, really sinking into this. Once again, cultivating compassion for yourself, acceptance of where you're at today. This is tough stuff. Splits are no joke, but you guys are gonna do it. Just have to practice. We call yoga a practice for a reason. Trust me, I didn't just wake up and like do a handstand one day. It took practice. You have to really be okay with your limitations. And then lower down a little deeper if you'd like, keeping the back straight, reaching the crown of your head forward. The back toes are tucked under or extended, whichever one is most comfortable and safe for your knees. Place the palms onto the mat and push yourself back up, swinging the left foot back into tabletop. And from here, we're going to come into a low lunge again, extending the right leg back, bringing it forward quietly and with control. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, pull the palms through heart center. And take the fingers, interlace them, and press into that right knee, leaning in, really feeling a nice deep opening in the right thigh and the left inner thigh. So here, we really want to keep our hips square, tilted forward, beautiful. We want to push down deep so we feel a nice stretch up the back of the leg. It's really, really important to keep the hips square here. We can do this and fall into it, but that's not safe for our bodies at all. We're gonna hurt ourselves that way. So come back up, and this time we're going to flex the front foot, drawing the right hip back and folding over the front leg. Now your forehead does not have to come all the way to your knee. Nothing has to come all the way to the leg. You play your edge, you stop where you need to stop, and you open up, you listen to your body. Your body, your practice, your yoga. You definitely want to breathe into it because breathing promotes openness of the muscles. Walk the palms back forward, come to a half lunge, and then once again lean in to that right leg. Opening up, you can even place the palms up top. And if you like, we can twist in to find a deeper opening in the front leg, in the front thigh. Or you can stay where you were at. You don't have to twist at all. Once again, listen to your body. Come back up, and this time we're going to place the blankets underneath the psoas region, underneath the thighs. I do recommend starting with a high stack. And we're going to draw the right hip back just like we did before, but this time we're going to lift up the back knee and begin to just push the foot back, wiggling it back, maybe pushing the right heel forward until we come into Hanumanasana. The back foot can be pointed or flex, whatever is safest for your knee, whatever feels the best. Good. We want to make sure here once again to square the hips. We want to pull up out of the side body. So let's extend our arms up and make sure that we're comfortable where we're at. If you need more support, please find more support. Just place another blanket or pillow underneath your psoas. And look at us, we're doing the splits. This does count as the splits. It does. Beautiful, guys. And we're gonna release the palms back to the earth. And we're just gonna gently come out of it, pulling the right foot back into a low lunge, removing the blankets. And coming back to hands and knees. Extending the left leg back behind us. And then pulling it through quietly with control. Extending the arms up. And interlacing the fingertips, placing them on top of the knee and pushing down, opening up that back thigh. Sinking in, dropping the hips in, opening the hips. And then come back to neutral and draw the left hip back as we extend the left foot, pointing the toes up and fold over the left leg. Once again, finding your own openness, keeping the hips square. So the left hip will have a tendency to kick out here. We really want to draw that back in, lining up the hips. Once again, being compassionate for yourself and accepting where you are at today. Coming back to your breath, always using your breath as a means of openness, as a way to connect with your body, with your goals. And we'll walk the hands back forward, bending the left knee. Once again, dropping the hips in, opening up. Beautiful. Dropping the back knee, sinking in. Can I get some smiles, ladies? There you go. It's not that bad. And then place the palms back down, and once again, draw the left hip back, extending the left foot, falling over the leg, opening up. Walk the palms forward and come back to a neutral position. Grab your blankets and place them beneath your pelvic region. The taller the stack, the better at first, and this way we can begin to build up towards more openness. So once again, draw the left hip back and kind of sit on your blanket. Extend the right heel up and back and begin to open up and walk your heel back and forward, sliding onto those blankets. Once again, being mindful of the hips, squaring the hips. The back toe can be tucked under. Good. And look, guys, we're doing the splits. Hanumanasana, monkey pose, woo, woo, woo. Okay, now I'm singing songs. What the hey? Yoga's fun, see? And then we'll just hang out here. And also, I wanted to show you guys that if you would like, you can begin to remove blankets as you continue to practice getting into the splits and get closer and closer to the floor to do actual full splits, which you're actually doing right now. But if you really want to get down to the floor, you know, just start removing your blankets. All right. So we're going to begin to walk the back knee up, mindfully, carefully bending the front knee, and swing it back to hands and knees. And then we'll go ahead and release back into child's pose, placing the forehead to the earth. Remembering to breathe, to thank yourself for finding compassion today and allowing yourself to move maybe past your limitations or to stay within your limits. That is a very beautiful thing. So I'm gonna roll up. You ladies can stay where you're at, and you can too. Thank you so much for coming to your mat today and for challenging yourself to try something new or inviting yourself to expand your knowledge on something you may have already known a little bit about, Hanumanasana, the splits. I really appreciate you. Please like this video so you can come back and watch it a few times a week to really work your way into the split so you can start removing one blanket at a time until you're all the way to the ground. Thank you so much.
So take some time and do some yoga to lead a healthy life. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Many people have intense pain, also referred to as chronic pain. Janet and Lucy, who are mother and daughter, have experienced chronic pain in their foot. And in this next video, they describe their pain. What's this?
Has anybody ever walked on the beach when it's been burning hot and you put your foot down and go, ouch?
Yeah.
Our feet are like that 24 hours a day, even if it's bitter cold.
Acute pain, you can rationalise to yourself, well, you know, I've cut myself, but it's a cut, it will heal, that it will go away. With great difficulty with chronic pain is that it's often can be a lifelong condition, and there's an element of lack of control as well.
I've had pain in my feet since I was about 14 or 15. Burning more than pain. If I tried to wear socks, tights, boots, trainers, they started burning, aching. You think, you know, my health is just deteriorating. I can hardly walk. Something's got to be done, which is hence why I went to the doctor. I was quite surprised they didn't laugh and that they listened to me, to be honest. They understood. It hasn't been diagnosed yet that me and Lucy have got the same condition. It's only just been diagnosed with me, and later today we're going up to King's to see Dr. Bennett. We presume he's going to take the same tests with Lucy today that he did with me to either get it confirmed or not.
It'd be nice to find out.
To put a name to it, even if we don't know it and can't pronounce it, there is a word for it. We're not just lost our marbles. Yeah.
The term is erythromelalgia, or some people use the term erythromalgia, and it was originally that term arose around a clinical syndrome, which was that people developed, usually starting in the feet, severe pain associated with reddening of the feet. And one of the key aspects is that an increase in temperature, so for instance being in a hot room or wearing shoes, exacerbates that pain. So really the idea of her was to come back so I could discuss the genetic results with her, talk about treatment options, and also meet her daughter as well, who complained of similar symptoms.
It's like first-degree burns. Your feet are not warm, not sweaty, not hot. They are on fire.
That's really hard to live with, really, ain't it?
Because you can't see it and people don't understand it. You're either an hypochondriac or you're lazy. That's the impression people give me.
One of the difficulties for patients is that they're trying to explain to people the fact that they're living with this very severe chronic pain syndrome, but most of the general public would expect there to be a significant injury or some kind of very clear disease process causing that. And there's not an understanding of the fact that pain in itself arises from some dysfunction in sensory processing.
We took your DNA and we looked to see if there were any abnormalities in the DNA, and the results have come back, and I think we need to do a few more confirmatory tests, but it certainly looks like there's an abnormality in your gene for this particular sodium channel, so that explains why you've got this pain in the feet. When I spoke to your mother, she was suggesting that you have a similar problem to her. Do you want to just go through what symptoms you've been having, what problems you've been having, so that we can assess that in your own right?
Day-to-day pain, burning. The only way I can describe it is like walking across glass. It's really bad pain.
When the pain's bad, and if you had to grade it, where 0 is no pain, 10's worst pain you've ever had, what would it rate on that scale?
10 onwards.
In their case, they have a mutation in the sodium channel, NAV 1.7, and that's causing overactivity or hyperexcitability of their sensory neurons, their primary afferent sensory neurons that transmit sensory information from the periphery, such as the skin, back up to the spinal cord, and that is driving their pain state.
I mean, I think the sensible thing is that we send the same genetic test that we did on your mother in your case as well.
She's got a lot of years ahead of her, and if what they found in my feet over the next few years, they're going to develop it, could even be a cure. I mean, we don't know, do we? It's exciting. It's not nice for us getting it for medical people. It's got to be exciting. They found something new. Will be us that's got it.
There's not enough money in the world that I would give to not have this pain.
As you saw, Dr. Bennett takes further steps to identify whether the source of pain is same for both mother and daughter. And with that, we have come to the end of today's episode. Remember, follow your bliss, live your passion. Goodbye and be well.